Hey man, I want to honestly give a shout out to YouTube. My channel is growing day by day. I fucking love it. My name is Michael DeLu. If you love basketball, the NBA, just like I do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. I promise you, you will not regret that shit. It only takes a couple seconds and it helps me tremendously in being able to obtain my long-term goals. All right, with that being said, let's just get right into it. The Miami Heat went into Madison Square Garden and beat the New York Knicks 108-101. And as I was watching this game, man, I really just thought, like, damn, I cannot believe this is essentially the same team that lost to the Atlanta Hawks in the first playing game. People got to remember, they lost to the Hawks in the first playing game. They lost. If not for losing, if not for that, they would have played the Celtics. And honestly, they might have beat the Celtics. They actually, like, the way the Heat are playing now, would that sound far-fetched? Them beating the Celtics in the first round series? Probably not, man. Jimmy Butler's been torching shit. And this game that I just watched between the Knicks and the Heat proved that this is a make or miss league. Simply put, it boils down to the fact that the Knicks didn't hit their shots. And in watching this game, I just was thinking in my head, like, if the Heat hit their shots, their culture of good defense and playing hard-nosed basketball is going to will them and propel them to multiple wins, and it's going to see them through most games. Miami, the veterans on the team are the reason they won this game. Jimmy Butler was Jimmy fucking Butler. Jimmy Butler is a issue, okay? Jimmy Butler has been an issue. And look, I'm a Lakers fan. One of the most lasting images of Jimmy Butler for me is when Jimmy Butler was crunched over like this after game 3 of the finals, willing his team, game 3 of the finals, willing his team to a fucking victory. The Lakers almost went up 3-0 in that series. Jimmy Butler said, fuck no, nigga, that's not happening. Jimmy Butler was bucket for bucket, stat for stat with LeBron James. Oh, people thought it's just the bubble. It's just the bubble. Last year he did the same shit. This year he's doing the same shit again. Kyle Lowry hit big threes. He had 5 threes. He had 4 blocks. Kyle Lowry had 4 blocks. Kevin Love, good defense, was hitting threes. Had like 5 different outlet passes that led to 5 easy buckets for the Heat. And the defensive identity and defensive tenacity, intensity that the Miami Heat put up to Madison Square Garden with was crazy. They had three on one, three on the ball. What that means is 3 defenders committed to stopping Jalen Brunson every time he initiates the pick and roll. They forced Jalen Brunson to kick the ball out and the others to hit shots. And they're willing to bank on the other guys being able to hit their outside shots in order to beat them, and they couldn't. They suffocated Jalen Brunson and then forced him to score an inefficient 25 points. And you could tell the Heat strategy. They start off with Jimmy Butler on Jalen Brunson because they were determined to not let him get hot. Jimmy himself, 25 points, 11 rebounds, a rolled ankle, and he still stayed in the fucking game. Gabe Vincent, my Nigerian brother, 20 points, 5 assists. Kyle Lowry, 18, 6 assists and 4 blocks. Bam. 16 points and 8 rebounds. Man, I'm saying this, man. Hey, man, the Miami Heat are going to be I'm rooting for the Knicks because I want to see the Knicks be successful. And I think the NBA is better when the Knicks and the Lakers are successful and like going far in the playoffs. But hey, this is going to be a tough series for the Knicks. I'm rooting for them, but it's going to be a tough series. Like, don't be surprised if we're seeing a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals because then the Heat are going to be tough for the Knicks to put out. It's not the Cavs. It's not Donovan Mitchell. It's not Darius Garland. It's not Isaac Okoro and Evan Mobley. No, this is not that. And then you got to remember, the Heat are playing without Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero's a massive part of the rotation. The Heat are playing without him, and they're still getting the job done. Heat are playing without Tyler Hero. Remember that. The Knicks. In yesterday's game, it was so evident how much they missed Julius Randle. They missed his shot creation. They missed his ball handling. They missed his presence on the boards. They missed his pace. And also a bigger body that they could potentially throw on Jimmy Butler. Tom Thibodeau got outcoached by Eric Spoelstra. Flat out. Hands down. And the Knicks as a team were horrible from three. 7 of 34 from three. RJ Barrett had 26 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 turnovers. But he started off the game really, really good. He started off 7 of 8 and then finished 10 of 20. That means he started off 7 of 8 and then went 3 of 12 for the rest of the game. He was terrible in the second half, and that's what truly mattered. He was terrible in the second half. He was terrible in the second half. And I'll fuck with RJ Barrett because RJ Barrett has had a resurgence since game 2 of the Cavs series. RJ Barrett has been, because RJ Barrett struggled game 1 against the Cavs, struggled game 2, and since then he had 3 really good games, and then coming into this, and then he started off really, really good this game, but then just fizzled out. Jalen Brunson, 25 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. He honestly let the Knicks down from 3. He was 0 of 7 from 3, and on top of that, he had 5 turnovers. He didn't have the most efficient game. Between RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson, both of them had 9 turnovers, collectively 9 turnovers. The Heat as a team only had 8. You're not going to win games doing that, especially not against the Heat. Obi Toppin, probably the Knicks' best overall player yesterday's game. He had to step up because Julius Randle was out, and he played starter minute. He played Julius Randle's minutes. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds. Josh Hart was 0 of 4 from 3. That's not good enough. Between Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and RJ Barrett, that is 1 of 16 from 3. And those guys have to get it, bro. Those guys have to get it together for the Knicks to win anything. Quentin Grimes definitely needs to play more. He's easily the Knicks' best 3-and-D player. Emmanuel quickly gave you nothing, and it's not hard to see why the Knicks didn't win this game. They didn't shoot. They didn't hit their shots. Simple. The Knicks hit their shots, they win the game. It's just that simple. Really excited for game 2. We're gonna see what Jimmy Butler's status will be, and how things will play out in terms of that situation. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this series. I definitely see it going 6 or 7 games. I want the Knicks to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat do win. We'll see. I mean, I'm pretty sure this series is gonna be really, really competitive, back and forth. I don't necessarily see any team winning 2 games in a row. But we'll see how it works out, how it ends up shaking out. But this is going to be a really, really good series between 2 really, really good teams, and I can't wait to continue to cover this day by day as each of the games unfold. With that being said, my name is Michael DeLu. If you're a fan of the NBA just like myself, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Let me know. Join the Pulitzer Tech community. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video. Who do you think is going to win the series? Cavs, the Heat, or the Knicks? And how many games? All right, with that being said, I'm out. Subscribe.